Hey, just pulling the Jeep out in the light to see a little bit better for some things I want to get done today. Welcome back to another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures. So, two things I want to get done on the Jeep are installing a glove box that's lockable from Tuffy. I really like Tuffy products. They were designed for Jeeps that people can break into relatively easily through a soft top. And they're designed to be able to keep some valuables safe. I just want a little bit more space for lockable items, for my wallet, for my, if I'm in bear country, I usually carry a pistol. So I want to have that somewhere where I can lock it up if it's necessary to do so. So one of the first things I want to do today is look at my Tuffy box down here. This one, I actually repaired it myself. When I first got the Jeep, I took it out, I wire brushed the whole thing. It was filled with mud, rust. I just primed it and painted it. However, the top cushion, I've never done anything with it. It's ripped in the back. You know, I know some people would not even care about that. They don't see it much. Well, I'm just going to change it out. My wife picked up some vinyl for me, so we're going to use that to try to make that repair today. I think I can use some staples to just fix that. I do like Tuffy products. The Tuffy hood lock on the front. Even if you disconnect your battery, you can, with this, it's a stick shift, so you could just bump start it. Or you could disconnect your distributor wire, coil wire, and do that and lock it up. So at least there's some steps that someone just can't get in there and take your Jeep. So just some ideas about security. Doing your battery, you know, they can't use the starter, but again, you can just pop your clutch and start this thing in second gear rolling down a hill, so don't want to do that. Anyway, let's get started on this thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is just pop the staples out of the back of this with a small screwdriver. So the staples are all loosened. It's going to use a pair of needle nose pliers to pull them out. There's Max. He loves to be a part of everything camping. I don't see why I can't reuse this old foam and the old plywood. I might just paint it up. Jeeps are pretty open to air, so sealing up that old wood wouldn't be a bad idea. I am just making sure I have enough length and enough width on my vinyl, and I'm hoping I can just simply fold this and tuck the folds. I know it won't be as neat and clean as this sewn up shaped vinyl, but I think that folding it in this small of an area will be just fine. I don't think I'm even going to have to really do any sewing. I think I can just tuck that and fold it. That's Michelle standing there supervising my reupholstering attempt here. The staple gun worked just fine, and new staples holding that old wood just pretty good. All there is left is to position this on top of the Tuffy box and put the screws in, and I think it's good to go. I am happy with the outcome. Doesn't have to be excellent, just good enough. So the next job is to pull out the existing glove box. This glove box was valiantly repaired by the previous owner, but I'm gonna put in a locking one. There are some screws tucked up under the dash, don't forget those. So the next step of getting this box out are 2 screws on each side, behind here, and not actually going to be fun to get to. I'm going to set my camera aside for a minute and see what I can do to get these out. I did watch the guy on Power Addicts when he showed how to do this for his YJ. This was pretty simple for me. Sometimes being 5'6" and being short and having short arms is a real good advantage. Other times, reaching to high places, not so much. So that's the space for the new glove box. I think it's gonna be, I don't know how big it'll be, but it'll be lockable, and that'll be helpful. The other glove box was not a bad size. It just was plastic, easily pried open, and I think there's just some kind of temptation if something's closed to open it. So this will close it, lock it. Be a lot of work to get it open. First step of installation is to get these little side brackets installed. I just used a 1/4" drive ratchet and a screwdriver to anchor the screw side and tighten the bolt side. They are nylon lock nuts to hold it on, and it would be pretty much impossible to loosen that lock nut from behind without a screwdriver to anchor it on the front side. So even if they got in behind the dash, they can't remove this. And the other lock nuts are anchored down inside by the screw inside the door of the locked box. On the passenger side bracket, I did have to loosen the dash nut just so it would slide over far enough and then tighten it back down. Everything fit in good and lined up right. Even the holes at the top of the dash for the screws line up perfectly on the Tuffy box. Everything works. All done. Not too bad. Looks like it's sturdy enough to shake the Jeep, so I'll take that.